Alright, we're back. Everything's glued up pretty nice. You can see you can't see a seam line in that. Guessing it's going to be hidden by boots. So let's see how they want us to put on this arm. Yeah, we've got about as good as joint can get there. Alright. Let's get this glued up here. Give it a hold for a second. Let's see, so that was that piece there. So now we're going to come over here, put, oh, okay, so there's 10, 11, and 12. But 11 and 12 go together first, and then it sandwiches around. With 10, there's that 21 piece. Yep, there's 21 down at the bottom. There's 12, yep. There's 11. And 10 is right there, right next to it. So nice and close. And if you can't get close, then you can take, like you see that there, getting it close would be here. But I can come back off. Whoa, and send it flying. And then I can take care of that piece without the sprue being in the way. So that's another option if you're having a little trouble. Okay, so 10. If you're having trouble getting the snips in there, and then you can come back in there, and then you get a nice finish there. Just gonna get the sanding stick. There's not a whole lot there, and I don't want a chance breaking a finger off with the scriber. So yes, I think I kind of kept interrupting myself, but really the only things you need, pretty much got everything you need. Just a scriber, some good snips. These are actually the ones that came with the subscription. Very nice and tiny, very small jaw. So I've been using those pretty much. And then I've got a pair of much chunkier snips that I use to snip like sprues off or something. Like when I snip this all off, I use the big chunky ones. That's about it. You can pick up some sanding sticks, which is really nice, or make your own. You can get some really fine sanding paper and make your own too. But yeah, I went the easy way and just pick some up. There you go. Whoa, crud. Yeah, that arm wasn't quite on there. Dang it. See, yep. It's all just kerploppled. Get some more glue on there. More glue on there. That was a mistake. It happens. Especially if you don't get it quite seated. There we go. I probably could have glued that together and then put it on. I don't really like the way they did that. So if you're watching this and you haven't done this already, I'd go ahead and just glue the whole arm assembly on and then glue it into place with this extra little bit in there. Already glued in. make a little more sense. I don't think there's anything preventing you from doing that. You can test fit, see if it'll go. But yeah, this seems kind of out of order. Like, why not put that together, then glue the hand onto the arm? All right, where were we? The feets. Okay, so this, again, this foot, yeah, I think this one though, because there's that nib there. You're gonna have to do it one side first and then the other side. And make sure you get the foot going in the right way. And that is the right way. Like that. So the calf is in the back, the toe is in the front. Just give that a little heel. Heels are always a bit of a problem. Smooth. Okay, yeah, so there's the... Don't want to get too aggressive because then that could leave a gap. So yeah, so there's a nib there and there's a nib there, so you're not going to get it on backwards. They thought that through for you. There, a little go there, a little bit up on the ankle. Switch it around. Don't want that foot coming off. Yeah. There we go. That's my problem. Light wasn't in the right place. Just a little bit there. We may want to glue that in first. The nib there, so it knows, we know that that is exactly where this piece is going to go. So I would put that in place right now. Let that glue. Then we can come in with the other side and we won't have to have like two pieces moving around and getting all over the place. Okay, so there's going to be a gap there. That kind of surprised me. So yeah, this does not make the full leg, it's just parts of it. So okay, well, we'll let that glue. So there won't be any glue here. It's going to be on the back, on the calf, where you see the nib there, and there's the divot, dimple, whatever you want to call it. So we'll lay in some glue on the back there. Lay in some glue here. Nice and easy. And working from the back, it's a lot easier to see what we're doing. Okay, that's supposed to be there. Thought I had missed something there, but it's part of the gem. Some pressure on that. Oh yeah, and clothespins. Clothespins are handy to have. Rubber bands as well. If you watch the what the Spartan had put together, we used a lot of rubber bands on that. So that's the end of this. The end of page 1. So there's the front, like the soccer players wear. And then same kind of operation here, 15, 16, and then we sandwich them together. And then here comes that front chest piece. Oh, you know what? We missed something. Oh boy, 8. Yeah, so there's the, see, that's the front piece that's gonna lock the neck in. All right, so there we go. So let's get 8 out. See if that's what's gonna happen. So I was looking at that picture on the other page and I was like, does not look like what mine looks like. Okay, where is it? Here, that's it. That's it right there. Okay. That. Go in like that. Oh yeah, there's like a gap there. Wonder if that's hidden in, yeah. So, yeah, so there goes our, oh, we can magnetize the head. I mean, I guess you can, but you're gonna have to put one neck on. And I don't know if that's gonna mess up like the rest, but that is in behind the strap. So, okay, so I gotta put that neck in and glue it in before that goes on. So that means I need a little scrape here. It's kind of bumping. Scrape there. Doodly doo. Drop some glue in there. Get under the head. Down the base of the neck. Should have used tweezers. There we go. Okay, so that will fit my head that I want on. And we'll see how it fits the guy without the 2-prong, just the 1-prong helmet, and the guy without a helmet. Let's see if that really makes any difference to what the head looks like. I'm thinking it's not gonna, but you never know. Is on, and now let's got some scribing there to do. Okay, how did this go? And that was there, right? Yep, yep. There we go. Okay, that looks good. Looks good. Molten lava, you know. It's gonna, we got a tab there and a tab there, which is helpful. And I know this is gonna go like kind of over and around. So some good glue in there. This whole arm area right there and up around the head or the neck. And then here in front of the tab. There's inside the tab. Get that. That's not going to be glued. Yeah. It's its ribs. It won't get glued. It's going to go in something just like that. That is looking good. Looks like we might have missed some there. Now that it's dried up, we can get in there, do a light scribe, and that seam will pretty much vanish. Yep. Looking good. Let's give it a little help here. There we go. Okay. It's coming along. Now we can go to, what is this, 1C. Yeah, that looks more like them now. 13 going. He is front. His front greave. That's what they call the legs. Leg armor. It's got flame. There you go. 13's big piece here. They're going to be watching out. There's a very brittle piece of flame right there. Let's just start there. That wasn't bad. Oh, I love it when they do that. So you don't want to really cut it this way because you could cut into the armor. But what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to get the big boys out and just snip this piece off, like way back there. We can worry about that later when it's completely off the sprue, and we don't have to worry about it. And this is going to be part of the heel, so we're clear there. So let's see. Yeah, see how big that is? And now if you cut it with the way that armor sits, you got to be real careful because you could snip a piece off. So I'm going to go not all the way up against, but kind of just start snipping away. I got a little bit away there. Just trying to make it a little smaller. That's not going to let me get much smaller. All right, that's looking good. Now let's go into the back, but we got to be real careful. Just got to snip a little bit off at a time. There we go. See, so that's still all sprue. Yeah, that's about as close as I want to snip. And then the rest we can work on it with the scriber and the sanding too. That came off really well. So sometimes you just gotta leave a little bit of the sprue on there, and then get in there and snip away when there's no sprue in your way, and you can get a better job in there. There. That is, you cannot tell that was a connecting point. You just take your time. It's as important as painting. Okay, and that other one, yeah, was right up there. We're just going to go right in with the sanding stick. That snipped off real nice. Gotta get nice and close. And then I like to use my fingernails and kind of go in there and make sure that it's down, because the plastic gets discolored when you kind of like damage it by clipping. Seems like this is going to go right up against the leg, so just need to make sure that we've got a nice flat space for that to meet up. And none of that's hanging over. Sure hope these are helping you. Little tips and tricks that I've picked up over the years. Especially if you're new, this can be daunting. Yeah, see, like there, you're going to want to make sure that that's nice and clean so that it fits against the shoe, not off. You're going to want to get it as close as possible so that looks natural. Yeah, it's got an ugly gap, but you know, a little bit of glue and glue over the gap, and that'll really help. Put some glue down these lines here. And there on the foot. just going to connect. And down these lines here, a little bit right there. And you probably might be wondering, is like, why do you screw that in every time? Well, because it's, I can't remember what the technical term is, but it's volatiles. There we go, it's volatiles. So it'll dry out if you keep it open in the air. Like I said, while the glue's still a little wet, just drop some down the line. Try to hide it in there. That's what I like to do. Alrighty, so I think I'm going to take a break for a minute here, get these videos loaded up, and I will see you. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to see there. Okay, so that's where that foot tacks in. Let's just cut this out real quick. I just want to see how he's looking on this base, because it's really a cool base. Just snip it off real quick. Just leave that on there. Yeah, so I think that's where his foot goes in. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm liking it. I hope you're enjoying this, and we'll see you right back.